Good morning, my friends. Today, we're going to talk about something that might seem so simple, yet it has an enormous impact on how you feel every single day. Your breakfast. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Doctor, I've been eating breakfast the same way for 60 years and I'm still alive. That may be true, but the question isn't just about being alive. It's about living with energy, strength, clarity, and health well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Breakfast sets the tone for your entire day. The foods you choose in the morning either help your body fight disease, keep your memory sharp, strengthen your muscles, and maintain steady energy, or they do the exact opposite. Some breakfasts slowly drain you, weaken your immune system, spike your blood sugar, and quietly chip away at your long-term health. So in this talk, I want to guide you through 4 common breakfast foods you should never eat, especially if you're over 60. And then we'll look at 4 powerful breakfast foods you absolutely should be eating daily if you want to stay strong, keep your independence, and feel young inside, no matter your age. This is not about being perfect or following strict diets. It's about making smart, practical choices that really add up over time. Think of it like this. Your body's a car you've been driving for decades. At this point, it needs high-quality fuel more than ever. You wouldn't pour dirty gasoline into a classic car you love, so why feed your body things that make it sputter and break down? Let's dive in. Why breakfast matters more as we age. Before we jump into the list, let's quickly understand why breakfast matters so much for seniors. As we get older, our metabolism slows down. Our muscle mass decreases naturally unless we actively fight against it. Our bones lose density. Our digestive system changes. Even our brain cells become more sensitive to nutrient deficiencies. This means that the foods we choose are no longer just about satisfying hunger. They are about medicine. Every bite either supports our brain, bones, muscles, and heart, or it damages them. Skipping breakfast isn't always the worst idea for younger people, but for seniors it can backfire. Many older adults wake up with lower energy, sometimes even dizziness or shakiness because blood sugar is unstable. A smart breakfast helps regulate energy, prevents falls, supports memory, and keeps mood stable. So, think of breakfast as your morning prescription. Let's make sure you're not swallowing the wrong pills in the form of bad foods.
Part 1. 4 breakfast foods seniors should never eat. 1. Sugary cereals and granola. Ah, yes, the brightly colored boxes we see in every grocery store aisle. Some say heart healthy, some say whole grain, others have cartoon characters smiling at you. But let me be absolutely clear. If your cereal is more than 6 or 7 grams of sugar per serving, it is not a healthy breakfast. For seniors, sugary cereals are especially harmful because they spike blood sugar very quickly. That rush of sugar in your bloodstream causes insulin to surge. After a short burst of energy, you crash. You feel tired, maybe even irritable, and often hungrier than before. Over time, that roller coaster damages your cells, inflames your blood vessels, and makes your risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease skyrocket. Not to mention, excess sugar speeds up memory decline. Yes, sugar literally fuels brain aging. And granola? Most store-bought granola is no better. It's often loaded with sugar, honey, syrups, or dried fruit that's been coated in sugar. A single bowl could contain the sugar equivalent of eating a donut or 2. So, my advice? If you want cereal, choose plain oats or steel-cut oats. We'll talk about them later because when prepared right, they can be one of the best foods for you. But those colorful cereals with sweet clusters? Seniors, you should never start your day with them. 2. Processed meats. Bacon, sausage, and ham. I know I'm stepping on sacred ground here. Many of you grew up with bacon and eggs as the classic American breakfast. But the truth is, Bacon, sausage, and ham are among the worst foods you can eat, especially as you get older. Why? Because they are packed with saturated fat, salt, and chemical preservatives like nitrates. The salt alone raises blood pressure and strains your heart. The nitrates damage blood vessels and increase your risk of certain cancers. And the heavy fat content contributes to clogged arteries. For seniors who already face higher risks of heart disease, stroke, and dementia, processed meats are like pouring gasoline on the fire. I'm not saying you can never enjoy a slice of bacon on a special Sunday morning, but daily consumption, that's a guaranteed ticket to faster decline. Instead, you want to think about lean protein sources that strengthen your muscles without poisoning your arteries. We'll get to those soon.
3. Pastries, donuts, and sweetbreads. Croissants, muffins, donuts, pancakes dripping with syrup. These are breakfast staples in many cultures. They taste good, no doubt, but for seniors, they are the perfect storm of bad health. Refined white flour, sugar, and unhealthy fats. Refined flour has almost no fiber, meaning it turns into sugar in your bloodstream almost instantly. Pair that with added sugar in trans fats, and you've got a recipe for inflammation, weight gain around the belly, and insulin resistance. Now you might say, "Doctor, I only have one little muffin with my coffee." But remember, your body doesn't process food like it did at age 25. A small sugary pastry in the morning can set you up for cravings all day long. Not only that, but pastries don't give you real nutrition. They don't feed your muscles, your bones, or your brain. They just leave you empty, searching for more fuel. And with seniors, poor nutrition leads directly to frailty and dependence on others. So, pastries? Keep them as an occasional treat, not a breakfast habit. 4. Flavored yogurts and low-fat yogurts. This one surprises people. Yogurt is healthy, right? Well, yes, plain unsweetened yogurt can be fantastic, but the flavored yogurts lining the dairy aisle are sugar bombs in disguise. A single cup of fruit-flavored yogurt can have as much sugar as a can of soda. That completely cancels out any benefit of the probiotics inside. And the so-called low-fat yogurts are often the worst. Why? Because when manufacturers remove fat, they add sugar to make it taste good. For seniors, this is a disaster. You need healthy fats to support your brain and hormones. Replacing fat with sugar robs you of essential nutrients while spiking your blood sugar. So, don't fall for the marketing. Flavored yogurts are a breakfast food you should avoid. Later, I'll show you how to enjoy yogurt the right way and make it one of your daily health allies. So there we have it. Sugary cereals, processed meats, pastries, and flavored yogurts. These are the 4 foods seniors should never eat for breakfast if they want to protect their heart, brain, and longevity. Now let's turn the page, because avoiding bad foods is only half the story. The other half, and the most exciting part, is discovering what you should be eating every single morning to feel vibrant, energized, and youthful.
Part 2. 4 breakfast foods seniors must eat daily. 1. Oats, the king of heart health. Plain oats, whether rolled or steel-cut, are a superfood for seniors. Unlike sugary cereals, oats are high in soluble fiber, especially something called beta-glucan. This fiber helps lower LDL cholesterol. That's the bad cholesterol that clogs arteries. Not only that, oats stabilize blood sugar, keep you feeling full, and feed the healthy bacteria in your gut. A healthy gut means better immunity, stronger digestion, and even improved mood. But the real magic for seniors: oats protect your heart and arteries, reducing your risk of heart disease and stroke, the 2 biggest killers after age 60. Now, don't ruin your oats by dumping sugar on top. Instead, cook them with water or milk, add some cinnamon, maybe a few fresh berries, and a sprinkle of nuts. That's a powerhouse breakfast that fuels your brain and muscles without the sugar crash. Eat oats daily and you are literally giving your heart a shield. 2. Eggs, the muscle protector. For years, people were afraid of eggs because of cholesterol. But modern science shows that for most people, eggs do not increase heart disease risk. In fact, they are one of the best sources of high-quality protein and essential nutrients. Why does this matter for seniors? Because as you age, you lose muscle mass rapidly. That's called sarcopenia. And once you lose too much muscle, it becomes harder to walk, climb stairs, and live independently. Eggs provide protein that directly supports muscle maintenance. They also contain choline, a nutrient that protects your brain and memory. And don't forget vitamin D and B12, both of which many seniors lack. The key is moderation and preparation. Skip the fried eggs in butter and instead go for boiled, poached, or scrambled with a drizzle of olive oil. 2 eggs a day is perfectly fine for most healthy seniors, and it could be the difference between staying strong or becoming frail. So yes, eggs deserve a place on your plate, daily. 3. Fresh berries, the brain boosters. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, these little fruits are nature's medicine cabinet. Packed with antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber, berries are especially powerful for seniors because they protect the brain. Studies show that regular berry consumption slows memory decline by several years. That means sharper thinking, better recall, and a lower risk of dementia. Berries also improve circulation, reduce inflammation, and help maintain healthy blood pressure. Plus, their natural sweetness satisfies your sweet tooth without spiking your blood sugar like pastries or sugary cereals. Add a handful of berries to your oats each morning, and you're giving your brain a daily gift.
4. Plain Greek yogurt, the gut guardian. Remember earlier when I warned against flavored yogurts? Well, plain Greek yogurt is a completely different story. Greek yogurt is high in protein, which supports your muscles. It's loaded with probiotics, which keep your gut microbiome healthy. A healthy gut means stronger immunity, better digestion, and even improved mental health. It also provides calcium for bone strength, something every senior needs to prevent fractures and osteoporosis. The secret is keeping it plain and unsweetened. If you find it too tart, add a drizzle of raw honey, some fresh berries, or a sprinkle of cinnamon. That way, you get the benefits without drowning in sugar. Greek yogurt can easily become a daily breakfast staple that keeps you strong from the inside out. Wrapping it all together. So let's put this into practice. Imagine 2 seniors. The first one eats sugary cereal with flavored yogurt and a couple slices of bacon every morning. He feels energetic for a little while, then crashes, craves more sugar, and his health slowly declines. He struggles with blood pressure, weight gain, memory problems, and weak muscles. The second senior starts his day with oats, topped with berries, a side of Greek yogurt, and maybe a boiled egg. His blood sugar stays steady, his muscles get protein, his heart stays strong, and his brain gets antioxidant protection. Over time, he feels sharper, stronger, and more alive. Which one do you want to be? The choice really is that powerful. Every breakfast is a chance to either load your body with fuel that heals or with fuel that harms. Final thoughts. My friends, you've heard me say this before. Health is not about one big decision. It's about the small choices you make every day. Breakfast may seem like a small thing, but for seniors, it's one of the most important meals you'll ever eat. So remember these 2 lists. Never eat for breakfast, sugary cereals, processed meats, pastries,
flavored yogurts. Always eat daily if possible. Oats, eggs, berries, plain Greek yogurt. Make these swaps and you'll notice changes. More steady energy, sharper thinking, better digestion, stronger muscles, and over the years, you'll be protecting yourself from the diseases that rob so many of their golden years. You deserve to wake up feeling strong and ready to embrace life every single day. And it all starts with what you put on your breakfast plate. So tomorrow morning, when you reach for your first meal, ask yourself, am I fueling my body for health and vitality, or am I sabotaging it? Choose wisely, because the future you, strong, healthy, independent, is counting on it. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay well, stay strong, and as always, I'll see you at the next Health Talk.